You don't need to have someone follow you around. You don't need a fancy camera. You just freaking need your cell phone, and that's it.
My background is B2B, so I've been growing my business, pretty much old school, going door to door and seeing people. And I was thinking, I'd love to pick your brain on this. I was thinking of actually documenting my full sales process, like calling customers, visiting customers. But
you should.
I always was kind of
behind the scenes is so powerful. Yeah, people love that because then they feel like they're a friend coming along the ride instead of being pitched at.
Do you think that it educates the competitors too much, though? Not that
that is like radar. The biggest noob misconception on the planet is being afraid you're like giving away your secret. Like if you were some big deal, sure, but no one's going to be copying you. So that's your biggest problem, Gary, is anonymity, not like everyone's trying to follow exactly what Gary's doing. Like if only people really gave that. No one gives a shit about me, right?
Right. No, I think they do. I've seen you, but I know they don't give a crap about me. My dad was so closed book on everything. So that's kind of how I was raised. Don't tell anyone what you're doing.
I get it.
It just made me, but that's smart.
But today in the world of social, especially when it's related to healthcare or relationships or B2B, it's all about sharing your knowledge. So your knowledge you share for free because then they buy your product, or it's a SaaS, or they buy your software. The knowledge is free, so then they buy your product or service. That's the way it works now. That's what social media has done.
Okay. Yeah, so I'll just have someone film me, walk up to a customer and kind of sell them.
Or you just do it with your own cell phone. You don't need to have the extra friction of having to have, a D-Rock or whatever follow you around. Like just do it.
So would you literally just walk up to a store and just be like this? Hey, I want to, or would you get a body cam?
Obviously you have to, no, you're not a police officer. Just build rapport here. Let me show you. Okay. Like rather than tell you, let me show, I live and breathe this. I'm not just like lecturing at you. Okay. Let's go to my Facebook. Facebook's trying to make me share these things that happened. I was in Costa Rica a year ago. Okay, cool. But if we look at my profile, what am I doing? I'm honoring other people. So is my buddy Tommy. He just sold his company for $500 million a couple of weeks ago. I was at his house. We had dinner.
Is that the one you were telling me about?
I don't know. I talk about a lot of people. I have lots of friends, and I'm telling a story. This is kind of like your, following you around thing. And a client called me when I was at Costco, and I put the phone as I was unloading groceries, whatever, on the conveyor belt thing. And I'm saying, this is something where this thing happened. And then I'm extrapolating the bigger thing, which is, hey, I'm there for my clients because I'm the face of my company. Yes, I've got a lot of employees, but I'm still there. Like Colonel Sanders, when he first started, he had to make the fried chicken, but he still was the face of it. People disagree, other people agree, right? I'm honoring other people. I'm telling stories. I'm taking my oxygen bath. I'll just say
like a documentary, right?
Yeah, all I'm doing is like something happens and I'm like, oh, that's interesting. And I just share it right there. It takes me like 10 seconds. Here's one, and then like this one here, I had a client, some clients pay us $100,000 a month, and I've had some that pay us $1,000 a month. And what's the difference, right? And then I'll go to LinkedIn and I'll share the exact same thing. And I'll share the exact same thing on Twitter, on YouTube, on like whatever. So if we go to post an activity, you'll see I'm literally posting the same stuff and no one's ever complained about it. Look, I kill it on LinkedIn. And this is all completely organic. This is the same post I just told you, groceries at Costco. And then this one here, you saw I posted it on Facebook at the same time, but this is more of like this is more like career, like, clients and how much you charge them and how do you take care of clients. And so this one did a lot better on LinkedIn than it did on Facebook, right? Okay. So here I got 50,000 people, and I'm not trying to be famous. I'm not trying to say the only thing I want is engagement because that's ridiculous. But like this one here, the insights on this one, it didn't do as well. Only 9,000 people, but 1,300 people engaged. Yeah.
Right.
So I'll share the same content on every single channel, but something that performs on Twitter versus TikTok versus Instagram, like they all are slightly different. So I already know my content well enough. Like I have a pretty good idea.
Got it.
So I was with my friend Andre we were together at A4M. You were there. We were walking around, right? So then he made a post. I was just talking to him a few minutes ago, but because he sells this, bioidentical HRT stuff before he's like doing the estrogen and whatever. So here he said, hey, it's great. Thanks for stopping by our booth. So he posted this, right? So then I took his picture, and just half an hour ago, I posted this on Twitter. So here you can see, like here, this is, just a few minutes ago, I posted this, right? And I said, well, that's cool. Why not? Like, he's cool. I like him. He's also a killer Brazilian jiu-jitsu submission guy. And so we can see, I have a lot of followers on Twitter. So I think I have 80,000 or something. I have almost 1 million on Facebook. So here I have 117 impressions, and so far 9 things happened.
Okay.
None came from an ad, but I boosted this post. So just now I boosted this post. This is what I was showing you, or just starting to show you before we like ended up doing some other random. But like I just made the campaign just now. This one, Andre, very cleverly named. And here I targeted people who are at A4M, and I targeted Andre, who has no followers. Like you have no followers. And then I took the post that I just made and I chose that. Because here, Twitter, just like every other social network, allows me to choose anything I've ever said.
Interesting.
I can do a search here. Like, what's something? Name something.
Marketing.
And I've got a lot of this.
No, you know what? No, $1 a day. You have
$1 a day. Yeah. Okay. So anytime I've talked about $1 a day, right? So here's $1 a day. Here's $1. So I can boost anything I've made, even from like years ago, where I'm talking about here's how to find a winner using the $1 a day. So I could take that thing and then boost it to functional medicine doctors, boost it to people who are attending AMSPA, boost it to people who live in Florida and have a Cocker Spaniel that's blind, whatever it is, right? And so that's what social networks allow us to do, is take the social networks are free to the consumers. So we as business people pay. That's how it works. We pay for ads. So that's the business model. So we need to just take all the stuff with Excite My and this, where are the stories? Where the people are like, you know what, my favorite thing to do in the morning is I take a cold plunge and then I have my, gummy vinegar, apple cider vinegar, whatever it is, like just all these stories. Like you have, as featured in these other places, like that's cool. But I don't feel like I don't like, it needs to be like a Kickstarter. I need to feel like I'm friends with Gary. I don't feel like I'm friends. I feel like someone's trying to push me these vitamins. And you know what? All the vitamins to me look the same. I'm sure they're tasty. Right. That's cool that they're clean. It's cool that like they're clean and they're made with higher quality ingredients. Like all the other guys say they have higher quality ingredients too. So good luck trying to differentiate that way. Or you have this article in Men's Journal. Let's go look, which I think we paid for. I think this is a paid.
Yeah.
Thing. Okay.
It was.
I can tell because if I look at the SEO stats on this, it's basically zero. Well, not quite zero, but it's pretty close to zero. Like nothing's happening here, right? Men's Journal's website is powerful. This particular webpage has no authority and it doesn't rank on anything and it gets no traffic. But I could say Excite My, I could take this article and I could just throw a spin on it just for a little bit more fun. And I could say, I hate vitamins. I hate taking vitamins.
I remember you writing that the last time.
These are kind of yummy. You tried Excite My? So the underscore is not cool.
I couldn't find anything close to it. What do you recommend?
Your name.
Just Gary, instead of Excite My actual name?
Yeah, I mean, have the brand, but people are going to engage because of Gary, like, Gary Vaynerchuk or whatever. It's like they engage, people engage with people. Okay. Like that's the deal.
Okay. That's smart. I could change it to my name.
My favorite are I tried yours. I ordered a mix of different things.
You got them, right?
I'm not home for another couple of days.
You should have ordered it for each home and then they can be waiting for it.
You have let's see, shoot.
Apple cider was good.
That was good. You know what? I'll just go with that one.
You try.
Since they don't have that nasty vinegar aftertaste.
Exactly.
See, this is not written like an ad, right? Like it clearly, it's a little funny. There's some typos in there, like kinda, that's not even a word,
Right.
All right. So then no one's going to see this tweet, but I'm going to promote it using my money. Oops. Promote it. I have a whole course on this, as you know. I'm only doing this just for the sake of demonstration. Obviously our VAs do this. Okay. Like I don't have time for shit like this. I'm just demonstrating. Okay. So we spend how much?
How much you want me to tell you?
Oh, what do I teach? How much do we spend?
$1 a day.
$1 a day. Yeah. For 10 days. And now who do we want to see this?
So let's see, from what I'm finding, actually elderly people or not elderly, like in their people that children have already left home. So empty net are more vitamin.
Okay. Let's be more specific. People who follow so-and-so are the people I want to to people, if you have anybody promoting stuff, who?
People that follow Goalie.
Oh yeah, of course. What is Goalie? Goalie's.
Let's see.
Funny thing is you got to Goalie Nutrition. Okay. That's who they are. You got to go to Google to search. There's Elon Musk needs to fix this thing.
Yeah. Right. Google to find
there it is. There's Goalie. Okay. Well, check that out. There's 10,000 people, but people who follow Goalie also, do you know who these people are?
I don't.
So now they're making recommendations based on Goalie.
So I haven't really even touched promoting obviously on Twitter yet, but that's very interesting.
Yeah. And this is the two goalie nutritions. Okay.
So what's interesting about, I got a lot of Nielsen reports, people that like National Geographic, people that I have all the schematics of people that actually.
Yeah, that doesn't matter. That's all personable. That doesn't matter.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I know. I've seen these reports and they're really nice and whatever, but that was good when you were planning TV ads 30 years ago. That does not apply today. That's like rolling up to whatever, a bunch of Gen Z folks with the 8-track tape, like, dude, get out of here. That doesn't.
All right, makes sense. Yeah, because I've not been successful on ads. That's for sure.
Yeah, so imagine that. Excite my and probably folks at A4M, because you want to do a B2B kind of thing too, right? So now I'm targeting all 21,000 people there. So now I've got, this, and now I just choose the tweet I made. You can see why VA can do this. I can target Liquid Vita too, and Sam, and okay. And I'm done. Now I've made an ad. Now I'll make another 100 of them like that. Okay. And I test them. And the one that wins, now I'll put $100 on it. Now I just made this ad. Right. So let's go look.
So whatever one wins, and then you engage more on there.
Yeah. So the whole thing is I'm just testing. It's a testing strategy. People are like, oh, Dennis has got this magical thing where he's hacking the algorithm. Like, no, I'm merely putting a bunch of stuff out there. And who knows? I mean, maybe this one will win, or maybe, I don't know. I'm going to make 10 or 15 of them. I'm going to try different angles. I'm going to try ones where, one of my friends is trying to get vitamins and we're getting a reaction video to see if they have a pucker face or, I'm just trying to figure out like, what is it? And that's why I ask you the question, like, why do people want to take this? There's tons of gummy vitamins out there. What makes you any different?
Right.
Well, it's because, I don't know, some angle. There needs to be some angle. Okay. So 5 people have seen it and nobody's engaged in the last, whatever. Nothing has happened. So we have no data. This might take off. It might not. It probably won't, because it wasn't very clever. But you see, it's just all I'm showing is a testing strategy.
I like that. And it's a lot more inexpensive than.
You know what? I forgot. I should have targeted Men's Journal. I should target Men's Journal because it's from Men's Journal. It reinforces the authority.
Yeah, 100%. If they like Men's Journal, then they'll.
Yeah, because it's like if they like Men's Journal and there's Men's Journal. Did I show you like some of the other ads that we're running and why they work? And I don't think I ever showed you.
No.
Right? Okay, let me show you this one thing. And then I'm going to go play. I got to go to, I get to go to Topgolf. This is my last Zoom of the year.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah. All right. So check this out. So, people connect with people, right? They don't know who Excite My is. They need some person because otherwise it's whatever. Okay. So you see here, these are a bunch of these little campaigns I'm running, and some of them, they do well. Some of them suck, like here, 2, 3, 4, 5%. That on ads, like if you get north of 1%, you're doing really well. Right. Okay. But then 4%, 14, 26%, 15%.
26. That one's really good, right?
All right. So let's look at this. Look at this one. Oh, it's my friend who has this book, The And Asset. And he's been my client. I've coached him for many years. He started from nothing. And now he's the most well-known and most successful life insurance seller. And he's the keynote speaker at NAIFA. NAIFA is the National Association of Insurance. Like, that's the one. If you're an insurance agent, that's the one. And so what I did was I put his face there, and then I targeted, check this out. So Gary, I targeted people who are members of NAIFA. And if you're a member of NAIFA, for sure, you know who this guy is, because he's the guy.
Interesting.
You can see I targeted NAIFA here, NAIFA, all the different NAIFA chapters. So that's why the click-through rate is freaking insane.
Right.
Like, when was the last time you saw, like, look, where's the one we had here?
26.
Cost per link. I'm getting link clicks here. Let me just sort by clicks. This is just the last week. I can go back a little further. I'm getting some for like, this is not even half a penny. There's a whole range of these.
Right.
And I'm getting the traffic for, see how cheap this is? So like if you have something where you're interviewing someone at A4M, and they don't have to be like a client or ordering from you or whatever, but you just say, hey, Dr. So-and-so, what wisdom do you have for us healthcare providers in 2023? Oh, well, I think that modern medicine is going to be like whatever. Okay, great. And then you take that video interview and then you target that guy's audiences. And then the engagement rate goes super high. And then people associate you with that person. You're leveraging their audience. And they didn't have to say anything about you. But the net effect, whoever watches that video or see that piece of content, is they see you being associated with them, with that person. That's what we're trying to do, is create this, because, we see you're shaking hands with Sam. So if Sam's a big deal, then we would target Sam's audience. And then people will see like, oh, well, Sam's involved. Sam is shaking hands with this guy. And there's these Excite My vitamins. So this guy, Gary, like, he must be legit if Sam is shaking hands with him. So we're just using social media to build perceived authority. We're not selling the vitamins. We're just trying to show like, hey, we're legit. Hey, we're better than that at Walmart,
Right.
Or you're taking, so we're not even mentioning Goalie, but certainly we can target all the people who buy Goalie. And they don't even know that we're targeting Goalie because they'll just see vitamins all over the place and they'll be like, you know what? We can target anyone who just bought Goalie or anyone who, subscribed to their email list and target them inside Gmail because you can run ads in Gmail. You can run ads on YouTube. We can do all that kind of stuff. Just need to do it.
Oh, so Gmail would be able to see if they subscribe to Goalie and then you can target them.
Yeah, it's called the Gmail. It's called the Funbox placement. You can run ads inside Gmail. Or look, like YouTube. So if we look for Goalie Nutrition, this is like a Pandora's box. Nutrition. So I search on Goalie Nutrition, and then here's these people, right? Talking about whatever, right? And I can, on YouTube, I can target by people who've watched a certain video. So anyone who's watched this video, I'm going to target with my ashwagandha gummies. Anyone who follows,
I thought you could only target that watched your videos.
No, you can target Google is the juggernaut in freaking targeting. I can target anyone who's searching on apple cider vinegar gummies. Not very many people, but I can do that.
Right.
I can target by any of that. I can literally make a list of all the videos. Now, the trouble is like some of these videos, okay, fine. This is 12,000, but that means that there's like 3 people a day that are watching this video. So I can run targeting against it, but then it's going to be, if 3 people a day are watching it, how many clicks I'm going to get on my ad? Like not even one, like maybe 5% to get. So I have to have enough videos to make it worthwhile. So it's a lot of effort to build up. Because a lot of people are like, oh, I didn't know you could retarget against this set. Yeah, you can. But when the videos are small, it just takes a while to build it up. And then you have to have a video to show them. Right. So as they're watching this video, our little thing pops up because that's how they make money. They make money on the ads.
100%. Yeah. And you were saying on the H that you use for the for the SEO, you were saying on there, I did include a bunch of videos, but maybe they're too far down, people talking about the product, but I'm not talking about their life, which I think
it doesn't matter because you have no one coming to the website anyway.
Right.
And plus the website just instantly screams shopping cart, which is great. So if they already know who you are, like if it's Goalie and they've already bought stuff from Goalie and they come there, then yeah, that's the most efficient way to buy. But if they don't yet know who you are, you can't be slamming all these products in their faces because they don't even, they don't know you yet.
Makes sense.
So giving you a crash course in marketing.
I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I would definitely like to eventually be able to, bring you on. I'm not ready for that yet, just financially. But in the meantime, even if you don't help me, is there anything I can do to help you?
Yeah. Just make a 1-minute video about something that you learned from our time today, which is really common sense. Everything I've told you is common sense, but just for some reason, people do some weird thing on the internet, like you see. When it comes to the internet, people behave in a non-human kind of way. I don't know why, they just do. But as long as you do that, I'll give you a little bit of coaching here and there. I don't need any money from you. Our fees start at 20 grand, and that's not including advertising. Start at 20 grand. So you're not ready to do that, but I'll help you.
I appreciate that, Dennis. Thank you. Yeah, I would, any kind of reviews or ways that whatever I can do in my position now. And I'm not even looking for you to do anything more. I just appreciate what you've done.
Yeah, I'll just little coaching calls here and there. Because look, there's nothing rocket science scary about marketing. It's so obvious, but you just need to do a bunch of little things. And so I can look at what you're doing and I can give you all it takes is like 1 or 2 little adjustments to what you're doing to make a big difference.
Okay. Just the little things you told me are going to be life-changing. So I'm going to focus on that for sure.
Like what I showed you today was make behind the scenes human documentary, like you're friends with them instead of like you're trying to sell to them, like you're at their level, right?
Right.
I'll give you access to all of our courses, but you don't even need all these courses. They're all just telling you common sense.
Right.
Relate to people like you're talking to a friend, not like you're trying to sell the world.
Okay.
Like you're just talking to your brother or somebody, right? That's it. You're like, hey, check out what I found. Hey, check out what's going on here. You can give away stuff like your TikTok thing. That's cool. But if you do too much of that, you start to lose your authority and then you look like a ShamWow guy or something.
Yeah.
Yes, you can do giveaways, but use it sparingly, right? You don't want to be a gimmick. Like Apple doesn't give away iPhones to sell iPhones.
Right. 100%. Yeah, I've been just testing the waters with social. It's just so foreign to me on how to, but I'm learning.
You have friends and family. You have other people that have tried these vitamins and just get their feedback on that. I know they look like testimonials, but try to get them to be more like, so it's not super obvious that they're shilling for you.
Right,
and then instead of saying, check out what so-and-so has to say about how our gummies are so good tasting or something, don't do that. Say, congratulations, Martha, on losing 10 pounds. Or, wow, love seeing, what you're having for breakfast there. Like anything except for something that looks self-promotional, honor them. So they post about, how the apple cider vinegar gummies are great tasting and you compliment them, you elevate them. But what people see is like, oh, well, Gary's friends with so-and-so. And then, oh, what is this? What is so-and-so doing? Oh, they're trying out this elderberry gummy. Oh, that's cool. I think I might want to try that out. Your stuff is traditional advertising where you're like trying to force people, like people can tell when they're being advertised to.
I like the word you said, honor. Really gonna
seriously, like 90% of what I do, if you look at my posts, I'm constantly honoring people because if they achieve something, they just had a baby, they're taking a vacation, they bought their mom a house. It doesn't have to be like these huge life events. It could be like simple little things. I'm constantly elevating and honoring other people, because then if you look at my social, it's flooded with other people who are just saying great things about me. So I never want to be beating my own chest and being like that. I let other people do it for me. And so other people know I'm always honoring them.
Very smart. I like it. And I'm just writing notes. I'm not doing something else when we're talking.
No, I get you. Yeah.
All right. And then you would change my Twitter. Should I change it to my name? I just got
your name. Have everything be your name. Everything tied to your name. So people feel like they're talking to you.
Same thing with like Instagram. Change it to my name versus
all of your name.
Have a separate.
You have one for the company, but have one for your name. And your name is the one that's going to start, because a company brand is nothing more than the sum of the personal brands. So if you're no personal brand, it doesn't matter who cares how cool your logo is or what, it doesn't mean anything. With social media, it's the sum of all the people that are saying good things about you. That's the brand. It's not what some ad agency has to say. That's bull.
And then how do you tie the personal to the brand? Like if I'm just doing everything now on my personal Instagram and Facebook, how do I let them know? Or it's just little
everyday thing. They'll know just as they see you and they identify with you and you share knowledge and they see your story and they see like part of it is you started this gummy thing. They'll start to like, they feel like they've come along. You brought them along the journey for the ride.
I was doing it reversed. I was trying to do it from the company social, and
no, it doesn't work that way. Yeah. That just doesn't work. Yeah.
That makes a lot of sense. Very cool. The video, do you want me to send it to you or just post it on my social?
No, just post it on LinkedIn or Facebook and tag me.
Okay.
Here's one cool thing I learned from my friend Dennis Yu. Okay. Thanks, Dennis, for helping me optimize my social. I don't know, whatever it is, whatever comes to mind and it's authentic, for you.
Sure. No, 100%. Well, I hope you have a great time at Topgolf.
Yeah. Awesome. Well, when I have my gummies, I'll be able to hit the ball further. Vitamin S. Yeah. Vitamin S is what I need. Okay. I'm
in the process of making some really dynamic gummies that are going to be just a lot of I'm working with some strong formulators. So once that comes out,
I'll try them. Yeah. I'll take pictures with them. It'd be great.
I appreciate it.
Awesome, Gary. Well, you're the best.